Though, Donald Trump has declared that he won't deport Prince Harry, suggesting the Duke has enough problems with his wife, Meghan Markle. This is the headline in news.com.au. Donald Trump says he won't deport Prince Harry. He has enough problems with his wife. Despite controversies over Harry's immigration status and past admissions of drug use, Trump has stated that he wants to leave him alone. This an extraordinary story because Donald Trump has never been backwards about Meghan Markle. Let's have a look.
You cannot use the nuclear word ever again. Harry is whipped. Do you know the expression whipped?
I'm familiar with the phrase.
I won't use the full expression. But Harry is whipped like no person I think I've ever seen. I'm not a fan of Meghan.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. And I wasn't right from the beginning.
Same
I think
to
poor
you.
Harry is being led around by his nose, okay?
You think it's going to end?
I do. I've been a very good predictor, as you know. I predicted almost everything. It'll end, and it'll end bad. And I wonder if Harry's going to go back on his hands and knees and say, please, you know, I think Harry has been led down a path.
If you were the Queen, is it at the stage now, would you remove their royal title?
I would. The only thing I disagree with the Queen on, probably one of the only things ever, is that I think she should have said, if that's your choice, fine. But you no longer have titles, you no longer... And frankly, don't come around. He has been so disrespectful to the country, and I think he's an embarrassment.
All right, so President Trump speaking a few years back there with Piers Morgan on Talk TV. Just extraordinary, obviously, the relationship. Why do you think President Trump likes to put Meghan Markle in his sights?
Well, now, who said that Donald Trump wasn't a man of compassion? But look, you know, we know that Donald Trump is a vain and thin-skinned man. That's just the reality. Now, that's kind of what makes his personality entertaining and engaging. He
goes off like a cannon, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't forget, and he knows that you know, Meghan Markle is no fan of his. She's a bit of a Democrat. She probably at one stage harboured some political ambitions of her own. In fact, she probably still does. But I can't really say that they would be particularly worth following through with these days, because she's had an absolute shocker of a few weeks in terms of publicity. But it seems like for Meghan Markle, any publicity is good publicity.
This is what the president said. I don't want to do that. I'll leave him alone. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible. Now, anyone that you speak to on the right is just kind of waiting for the news article of Harry's left Meghan or Meghan's left Harry and Harry's gone back. I always point to the treatment of Princess Diana as being a bit of a home wrecker kind of thing, or even Camilla Parker Bowles was considered the home wrecker for some time. And we point out, does the media just like to have someone to hate in the royal family because it gets on the front page? What's your views on that?
Oh, look, there's no doubt that Meghan Markle is good for clicks. You look on YouTube. You know, you look at Dan Wootton's program on YouTube, I would say that like every second video he does is about Meghan Markle. There is this a gentleman by the name of H.G. Tudor, who is a specialist in narcissism, and he does about 3 to 4 talks a day analysing the narcissism of Meghan Markle. So, you know, we're talking about it now. So there's no doubt that
Is it the difficulty that they keep asking for privacy and they don't want to do the job of the royals, but they keep kind of doing it, but as celebrities?
Well, you know, we've seen over the past week, there's been that rather strange video of how she procured some Billie Eilish merchandise for a 15-year-old girl who lost her home in the LA fires. Was that really worth an LA? You know, was that really worth an Instagram reel, or even just overnight? Have you seen their sort of you know, $2 shop royal tour of on the back of a golf cart going through the bowels of the stadium for the Invictus Games?
But this was Trump's chance to kick him out of the country, but he chose to keep him.
Look, I think the reality is that Trump, I think, enjoys his good relationship at the moment with the royal family. Kicking out...
He doesn't want to send them back.
Doesn't want to, well... kicking out Harry would have been a diplomatic issue, and I think in the end it's probably a sensible approach that it would create some embarrassment for relations between the two countries.
Particularly if there's an ICE raid on Prince Harry.
Well, one would think that one would hope that that's all behind him now. That's all in the past. But it's.
I didn't mean that kind of ICE.
Oh.
I was referring to the ICE of the Immigration Department taking him to Guantanamo Bay.
Okay.
But if they discover ICE,
Fair enough.
I think we better wrap it up before we get sent to Guantanamo Bay. Good to see you as always, Ashley
be
Gardner,
here.
ticket contributor. Thank you.